Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Helen. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Garrison Brown's sister was trying to get him to move before suicide. On a heartbreaking episode of Sister Wives, Garrison's mother Janelle details her last conversations with her son before he took his own life, while his sister recalls telling their other siblings about his death. Brown family learned the shocking news that one of their own, Cody and Janelle Brown's 25-year-old son Garrison Brown, took his own life. Garrison was found dead at his Flagstaff, Arizona home by brother Gabriel on March 5, 2024. He died by suicide. Making a rare appearance on the TLC show in the heartbreaking episode was Madison Maddie Brush, Cody and Janelle's eldest daughter and Garrison's older sister, who revealed how she and her husband Caleb were trying to help him before his death. "I was trying to get him to move out here," shared Madison, who lives in North Carolina. "So it's like, where every step that we get closer to it. It's like we talked a lot about that. Almost had him. He was almost coming," said Caleb, before Madison added, "I think he was just so deep." Throughout the episode, Janelle opened up about her son's battles with anxiety, depression, and alcoholism, saying that he wasn't a drinker until the pandemic. Then it just became the animal he couldn't get a hold of, she explained, adding that the family did everything we could to try and support him. She said the family offered him all the love, all the support, all the help, all the resources, adding, "I don't know what happened that this night he did that, because he's had other nights like this where he would drink and then pass out, and he would go kind of radio silent, but he'd be back in the morning." Janelle said she and her son had been texting each other all day before his death, something she said was not unusual, as they often talked a few times each day. "I knew he was struggling, and I always just picked up the phone, and I always make it a point to just talk to him. And it wasn't really about anything. I think he needed the connection," adding that she knew he was often talking with his brothers as well. The night he died, she said she laid down to go to bed around 8:30 p.m. and he kind of stopped texting me. She said she knew he had started drinking again and would go through periods of stopping and binging. So she reached out to son Logan and Christine's son Hunter, asking them to also reach out to him. They were on it, she recalled, saying she went to sleep, only to be woken up by a call from son Gabriel. And he's like, "Mom, he's gone." Madison shared that she and her mother had also been talking a lot the day of Garrison's death. Then, her mother told her he had committed suicide. "There's few moments in your life that I feel like alter your brain chemistry. I definitely feel like calling siblings that a sibling has died definitely alters your brain chemistry," she recalled. Madison also said that she and her husband were trying to get Garrison to move out near them and felt they almost had him here too, almost had him. Sister Wives Janelle Brown breaks silence on her late son Garrison's alcohol struggle. Cody Brown's ex-wife says, "We had offered him all the love, all the support, all the help, all the resources." Janelle Brown recently got candid and reflected on her son Garrison's struggle with alcohol. On the May 4 episode of Sister Wives, the 55-year-old reality TV star, who shares all 6 children, Hunter Brown, Logan Brown, Madison Brown, Mykelti Brown, Wendlyn Brown, and Aspen Brown, with Cody Brown talked about her deceased son Garrison's alcohol struggles in recent years. For the unversed, Garrison departed from life by committing suicide at the age of 25 on March 5, 2024. In confessional, Janelle revealed, "I don't know what happened. He was never a drinking kid. He didn't like it, didn't like the taste of it. And he started to drink during COVID and something happened in this last year, and it really just got him." She stated that he continued to struggle despite having the support of his loved ones. "We had offered him all the love, all the support, all the help, all the resources. It wasn't that he didn't have those things," the grieving mother said. "I don't know what happened that night he did that, because he's had other nights like this where he would drink and then pass out, and he would go kind of radio silent, but he'd be back in the morning. I don't know what happened this time," Janelle noted. Later in the episode, she spoke to her sister Carrie over the phone and talked about Garrison's struggles, saying, "He had anxiety and depression, and then he started drinking as a way to sort of soothe that, You know what I mean? And then just became the animal he couldn't get a hold of. So we did everything we could. And I know that. Janelle went on to shed light on how she navigates her grief even after a year of her son's tragic death. It's minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. Sometimes, I know that he's dead, but I forget that he's dead. And then I'm like, oh, I remember. Janelle Brown missing her old life in Flagstaff. As Tata Farms faces setbacks, is she regretting her move to North Carolina? Janelle Brown has recently hinted that she misses living in Flagstaff. She spent nearly 30 years with her former husband, Cody Brown, and did her best to adhere to the rules of polygamy. Janelle accepted Cody's other wives, Mary, Christine, and Robin Brown, while also being a wonderful mother to her 6 children. Despite putting a lot of effort into their polygamous marriage, Janelle never received enough respect from Cody. In 2020, she reached a breaking point when Cody forced her to follow his strict pandemic rules and kicked their sons out of the home. In 2021, Janelle witnessed a significant division in the Brown family. She noticed Cody becoming distant from everyone except his favorite wife, Robin, which led her to realize she was wasting her time with him. Janelle also saw Christine leaving Cody, which inspired her to do the same in 2022. After splitting up with Cody, Janelle began focusing on her health and her businesses, making up for the lost time. She also moved from Flagstaff, Arizona, to North Carolina and bought a large piece of land. At the same time, Janelle also promised to rid herself of negativity. Flagstaff still feels like home to Janelle. While Janelle has established a new life in North Carolina, she still misses her time in Flagstaff. In the past year, she has posted several updates about her former hometown, talking about her past and present emotions. Janelle discussed how Flagstaff still feels at home. She mentioned that it was refreshing to see her hometown from a tourist perspective while still being close to her friends. The Sister Wives cast member hinted that her recent trip to Flagstaff brought back memories of her time living there. Janelle visited her old Pilates studio and several other places. She also found it fun to visit Flagstaff because she has many friends there. Janelle concluded that revisiting her old hometown was enjoyable because it offered a new perspective on familiar surroundings. What Janelle loves the most about Flagstaff. Janelle praises Flagstaff's well-thought-out layout. Janelle discussed how Flagstaff still feels at home. She mentioned that it was refreshing to see her hometown from a tourist perspective while still being close to her friends. The Sister Wives cast member hinted that her recent trip to Flagstaff brought back memories of her time living there. Janelle visited her old Pilates studio and several other places. She also found it fun to visit Flagstaff because she has many friends there. Janelle concluded that revisiting her old hometown was enjoyable because it offered a new perspective on familiar surroundings. What Janelle loves the most about Flagstaff. Janelle has been missing Flagstaff greatly since her move to North Carolina. She recently spent a week in her old hometown to attend some important matters and expressed how much she missed it. Janelle shared a photo of the outdoors, mentioning the beautiful trails. Janelle noted that trails are one of the things she loved about Flagstaff and missed dearly. She also mentioned that she knew about 50 different trails that started in the city. Janelle shared more of her thoughts, praising Flagstaff's urban trails. She mentioned that she made sure to make the most of the trails during her recent visit to Flagstaff. Janelle has close friends in Arizona. Despite being in a troubled marriage, she was able to build strong relationships and form friendships with people who supported her through difficult times. In April 2025, Janelle's Tata Farms is facing delays. In 2024, Janelle launched her new money-making venture, Tata Farms, a flower farm in Chocowinity, North Carolina. She also created a website and encouraged Sister Wives fans to show their support by purchasing merchandise from her online store. Janelle hasn't yet provided any updates on the success of her business. In the meantime, Janelle's daughter and co-business owner, Madison Brush, has mentioned that various issues from wetlands checks to endless permits have caused delays in the ongoing work on their farm. Is Janelle questioning her move to surroundings now? It is difficult to determine if Janelle is questioning her decision to move to North Carolina. She misses Flagstaff and all of its positive attributes, but she likely understands that she made the wise decision to move away from the city. Janelle's new business venture is likely to be beneficial for her in the long run. While the farm may not be thriving currently, it is expected to become profitable eventually. Janelle is a skilled businesswoman with ample patience and strategic